Okay, we are live. I honestly believe I'm at least the last YouTube boycotter I know, except for Doomcock that leaks stuff and spoils stuff for the fan base. We have a lot to talk about. I'm gonna do this stream for like 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna do a separate stream to get spoiled live by Grace, my favorite YouTuber to get spoiled by. As you can see from the thumbnail, I love that thumbnail with it. Oh, I also have to say, I cannot control the chat. I really believe if you want to contribute in the chat, you're taking your own risks there, because the Menace, and this is where I picked a weird time to go Gray Order, didn't I? Because at this time is where they are doing the most shit. They're spoiling it for everyone. What have they actually done? Did they commit to the boycott to speak with their wallets? No, they're making it miserable for everyone that's a fan. And if you're making it miserable for the fandom, you're not a fan of Star Wars. I'm sorry, I don't like the sequel trilogy either. But if you're retweeting spoilers with pictures, and I'm still not spoiled yet, I saw it coming, and then I backed away. I'm like, no, stop. And a lot of people I wouldn't expect to on Twitter. Zach Morris, thanks, brother. I got to talk to you soon. I'm hoping to get spoiled by Grace at 3:01 a.m. So I'm really hoping to. I hope it's the spoiler review and not just a regular review, because I want it. I want to know. I've held off. I've not looked into the leaks. I see pictures. Jeremy tweeted pictures, and I'm like, no. I try to avoid it. So this is at your own risk if you're in the chat. Maybe if you want to chat and hey, Time Traveler, registered trademark, greetings. I know you also, Pocket Jack Comics, I think he's going to be on Sunday on the War Council if everything goes through. I don't know if you follow him too. I know you follow Comic Book Hut. I see you in the comments. You're launching a comic and you need my help. I'll have to do a portfolio review before I start telling my viewers to pay for it. I was going to do a video on that with EVS. Maybe he should have done a portfolio review of Jeff before he started shilling for him. Oh, I got to see more of these comments. Sub money. This is why I hate Star Wars nowadays, because of spoilers. Yes, I agree. I am going to be spoiled when the review comes up, though. So maybe you want to see it, come back to it after you watch the movie. I don't want you to be spoiled, somebody, if you're looking forward to it. Second Street. What's up, y'all? What's up, Second Street? I'm waiting for Grace to spoil me bad. I can't wait for it. I hope it is the spoiler review. Now, I've known Grace for a long time. I've watched her for many years, and she usually releases the spoiler review right away too. But I also watched Matt Jarbo's video, and Disney does not want it, even though it's already out there. You could find it it's a big mess. Uh-oh. I haven't seen you in a while, brother. Panda boy. Oh boy, war campaign. Blame Fudge campaign. That's what I was. Uh-oh, we're going to have some problems in here. Con artists. So, we're going to start problems in the chat. Thanks for coming on, Pan Boy. I don't know what's going on with War Campaign right now. I got to look into it. I am subscribed. Second Street. Yes. Do you see that thumbnail with the Twinkie? In the original thumbnail, she's standing in front of a monster truck. Monster truck, Grace Randolph with her disheveled hair and a Twinkie. That's all I'm about. That makes a great night. In Star Wars? Hell yeah. I also looked out for The Mandalorian episode 7, it's not up yet. This is just it's a weird time to be a Star Wars fan. The CGH. Hey, CGH, please, I know you follow a lot of Menace channels. No spoilers in the chat. I'm not saying you would, but there's people in here that are looking forward to seeing it. Do not, because honestly, I know you're a fan of the Menace, but some of the behavior has been horrible. Retweets, pictures, that's not fair. That's not being a fan to the fandom. Because if you're a fan of the fandom, you don't want to spoil it for someone else that enjoys it. I'm getting spoiled by Grace, though. Long-time listener. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I remember you. I just haven't seen a comment in a while, which is fine. Tell me what you think. I'm open to criticism myself. I don't give it. I'm not afraid to take it. So let it at me, Pando. Panboy. Sorry, Pan. Oh God. I am a little loopy too. Let me see. I don't know the leaks. I did not cover the leaks, Mr. Wick. I purposely did not make videos on it. I did not look into it. I know everyone else was covering it. My personal viewpoint, maybe people don't agree with me. I think it's unfair to cover leaks speculation's different. You don't know if you're going to be right or not. I've made fake spoiler vids in the past. For instance, Solo, I made a fake one, and I actually guessed right that what's the craziest type of representation they would do, and it would be robot love. And I was right on that. But I don't like to actually leak real leaks. If I think, I don't like to cover that. I like to do speculation. I don't like to cover leaks. I think it's unfair because people like to ruin it for everyone. All right, let me see here. The chat. It's retconning The Last Jedi. Okay, I think we all thought they would do that. I don't know if the leaks are true. I have not seen it. I've heard. I don't. Maybe you shouldn't watch this, Sub Money. I honestly don't, because a lot of. If you know what the leaks are, I don't want to give you any spoilers. Yes, I'm not spending the money on that. My wife is, though. I have to take my wife. She's not seeing it till Sunday. She said to keep it quiet downstairs so we don't get any spoilers for her, because she's looking forward to it. Does anyone know when The Mandalorian episode 7 is coming out? So when it's about time for Grace to grace us with her presence in her review, I will end this stream and start another one. But it'll be reacting live. I'm going to play her video in entirety and see what she's got to say. Campia did not. So here's my. I also wanted to cover this. You can't trust anything. You can't trust any reviews here. I respect Grace more than others, although I think she loves to put the stuff out first. But like John Campia is underplaying the Access Media. I don't hate John Campia, okay? I don't hate him. The problems I had with him is always poking the bear, and he did the cousin humping comments again today. I watched the video. He did it today too, but he was talking about toxic fandom. So he was poking the bear today. So I have problems with that. And I have problems with him downplaying the Access Media. I'm not saying he would completely say a movie that's crap is wonderful, but the problem with Access Media is they play softball to play within the Rotten Tomato range. For more clarification, so you get to a certain point, you're not going to be rotten. I think 3 out of 5 is the cutoff or something. So they won't go as far as going below 3 because they don't want to go into that rotten section, and then that would affect their access. So they'll only go to a point in that softball. We want hardball, especially when these tickets are so much money. Second Street, I know Second Street's all right, there's a lot of this is outrageous. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place with the comments. Okay, Mr. Wick, Last Blood was effing awesome. I did not see that yet. I'm looking forward to it. Second Street, I watch Campia daily. I have no problem with him. I don't always agree with his opinions, but I like his show. Okay, I like him as a person. I honestly think, this is my opinion, that Jeremy would not exist. Okay, Second Street. Jeremy, the Fandom Menace, would not exist if Campia, Harloff, Collider handled criticism of the movie better and didn't play softball too much. Because the industry as a whole played softball for Last Jedi. I think they were a little unsure themselves, but they gave them a pass. And then when the fans went back at them, that's where the rise of the Menace. Planet Musk Vlog. Smash the hell out of the like button. Yeah, do that for me. So I don't like to. You really have to examine it. Second Street saying fair point. Yes, I think softball. We don't want. Remember Siskel and Ebert? They didn't play softball. That's what made them great. The review process and community with the social media age, the social media influencer, are they a reviewer or are they more influencer? Which way do they lean? Do they lean towards influencing and access, or is it all about the review? I think we've lost the quality of reviews across the board. And then with the rise of the Menace, it's an absolute shit show. You can't trust it either way because they're ready to hate. It might actually be decent. I don't think it's going to be amazing. I don't think that at all. But it might be decent enough to help bring back some of the fans that didn't like it and try to repair it. Because really, this trilogy, I don't think anyone could have pulled it out of the dumpster. They could try to patch it up the best they can, and I think that's all you can ask of JJ. It's never going to be amazing. So yes, there are plenty of people ready to hate, especially since there's less to hate. I did not know Batwoman was canceled. I just found that out the other day. All right. Let me see. The Jeremy, Anna, Jesse conflict will split the Fandom Menace. Bad behavior is rewarded on the internet. So, did I think when I went after them that it would stop them? No. I thought I should raise awareness and try to steer where I can towards a better path. And along like others have done. That's why I'm actually joining the Grey Order. Second Street's in here. I'm joining him and Darth Lunga. And it's hard as hell, especially at times like this. You guys got to keep me on track. I don't want to miss the debut of Grace's review because we're going to watch it together. Tommy, sorry if I'm missing the chats. There's a lot in here. Did we ever have quality reviews? I don't think so. Siskel and Ebert were bullshit artists, and they used to be the biggest critics. Hey, everyone's got their opinion. I grew up watching Siskel and Ebert. I loved it when they disagreed. Could some of it been played up for drama and produced? Yeah, it's possible. But I think a lot less than you're getting here. Guess what? You're watching YouTube. A lot of stuff on here is not reality. Just like reality TV is not reality. It's produced. It's fake ragers. It's all kinds of bullshit just to get the clicks. So it's a lot like that. I think Siskel and Ebert, it's possible that happened to them too, but a lot less than it is now. Let me see. One with Jeremy overlooked by Takeover Queen Anna, and one with Jesse, aka Yoko Ono. Okay. I know the High Council got back together. I'm not necessarily. I called them out, and then they're back. It may not be because of me. They might have got together for this anyway. Are they? I couldn't watch it though because I'm not. Grace is the only one that's spoiling me. She's the only one that's spoiling me. So I didn't want to watch it and get spoilers there because I was also trying to watch a Geeks Plus Gamers video, and he right away was starting out with stuff without any spoiler warning. So I was like, I'm shutting this off. I don't want to get spoiled until Grace does it. Smash the hell out of the like button. Yes. Captain K. Yeah, it was after episode 8. Right. There was is the only possible way that they could have really made something amazing is to delay it. Rewrite it to try to really focus everything together. They were not going to delay this train, this saga train. Once The Last Jedi hit, once Colin Trevorrow was fired and Carrie was lost, there was no saving it. Unless they delayed it, really got George involved, extensive rewrites. And you know what? I don't honestly blame them for not doing it because that would be expensive as hell to keep everyone on contract. The actors, they obviously want out of these contracts. They want to be done with it. They want to move on to their next thing while they're hot, if they're still hot after this. There wasn't saving it. Can't trust the Menace right now for sure because they are reviewing the movie from still images. Yes, and you know they're ready to hate. And this is what you know how much crap I got for saying shilling for a hate narrative that everything sucks? Just like Disney or Campia shilling for Disney and everything's magical. You show for the narrative you need, the narrative that fits where you want your content to go. It is easy to hate. So I actually do the Campia videos today. I think he's doing better than he used to with The Last Jedi. I actually think he will never admit it, but he's taken criticism and he's trying harder. I do think so. But that wasn't the point. It was because he always simplified it. The Access Media always simplified it. Money never exchanged hands for reviews. That's not what we're saying. We're saying the draw of the amusement park rides for Disney movie premieres, the social media embargoes, all this layers of crap that you have access to benefits your channel, and that's why you will never go hardball on a Disney movie. Maybe you'll go one that's on a streaming service or try to say, I hate space whales. That makes me cringe every time just to show the different sides. He's stretching it there to try to prove that he gives varying opinions. But I think he's being honest today. I think he went softball Last Jedi. He got called out on it. So everyone is tiptoeing carefully on this one. All right, let me see. Phobic Xeno. Oh, sorry, I covered that. It was awful after episode 7. 7 had its problems for sure. I still like 7. I still have my review up of the Blu-ray. It had promise. It never delivered. I'm not sure. Super Channel. Hey, Super Channel Awesome Time. I'm not sure. I heard that. It might not be true. I'm not sure. Actually, when I started watching Batwoman, I watched the first episode, and I was going to review the episodes. I was going to try to be fair and balanced, but that's also when my grandfather passed, and then I never went back. Ryan Johnson thought he was an auteur, and you can't do that in the middle film of a trilogy. Yes, there has to be an artist has to have a blank canvas to work on. It's not blank though when you're working on a franchise film, and you can't act like you created it yourself. You got to respect it. You got to only push it so far. There were some good ideas in The Last Jedi, but the problem is it had good ideas, but there wasn't anything to back it up with. Like I said, I could accept Grumpy Luke if they showed us how he got there, and him being worried about his nephew in a tent when he saved his father, who destroyed planets and lots of people. That was not enough, especially when you're a Jedi Master. No. Episode 5 was great. His front load of the second act was slow as hell. You mean for The Mandalorian? Yes, I agree. Episode 6 was awesome. I can't wait to see 7. And it's weird that they're releasing it now. I don't know what time, because I heard it usually comes out right after midnight, and I didn't see it on Disney Plus. She's getting dressed now? Okay, thank you. Yeah, in about 10 minutes, I had something else I was going to talk about, but what was I going to talk about? Oh, Kathy Kennedy and Rian Johnson. You see how when I made my fired videos and canceled, it was always about, yes, I want that headline because I want people to view my video. I'll admit it, I use clickbait. So I wanted them to view that video, but I also wanted to subvert your expectations of what fired and canceled means in Hollywood. Because if you don't have forward momentum on a project like Rian Johnson's trilogy, they're not going to say canceled. They're just going to say other things came up. Rian was busy, but it's obviously not happening. Now, they do so much spin that they have no problems saying Lord and Miller fired, Colin Trevor fired, but for Rian, they say we're not making trilogies anymore. Is the nice way to spin it. And then Kathy Kennedy, is she still involved with Lucasfilm? She's very little involved, I think. Favreau is handling things, I believe. And then Iger and Kennedy are on 2 separate pages. He says we're on a slowdown. We're not going to be making movies. And she says we're having meetings with Rian and D.B. Weiss and David Benioff. Well, nothing happened from that shit. So that just shows you they're on totally different pages. Lucasfilm with Kathy is on a totally different page. Bob Iger is the money man, and he's not going to greenlight her chaos. And everything is to remove. I don't care if you like the sequel trilogy or not. She's failed in a lot of areas. Everything is to remove that Kathy stank away from her. So that's why everything is moved to streaming. All the projects are moved to streaming. There will not be another movie, Star Wars movie, released in the theaters under Kathleen Kennedy. I've long since said that. The Force is Favreau. Yes, I was the first one to call it too. I was the first one to say that Favreau, not Filoni, needs to be the new president. She did. I didn't watch that one. I heard she got a lot of kickback. She does okay in certain videos. Everyone has an off day. Heck, I have many off days. But I'm on tonight. I'm ready. Jacob. Amazing that you get to talk with Grace. She's gorgeous. Yes, I believe she is gorgeous. She doesn't know that she's collabing with me. I am watching her. My collaboration is I am watching her review and reacting to it. So yes, I did use clickbait, and it still is a collaboration in the most YouTube way possible. So I'm sorry I got you in viewing in that. She's not gonna. I want to talk to her personally. I do. I'll bring up I'll tell you what I messaged to her months ago, and she never responded. Which I don't. Would you respond if you were Grace? Would you respond to this madman on the internet? I don't think so. So I even said that in the message. Okay, so I'll read you the messages to her I sent September 26th. Hi, Grace. I've been following you for years. You probably get a lot of weird messages like this one all the time. But if you ever want to collab, I would love it. I think you are legit, and you try your best to show both sides of an argument and try the hardest out of the old guard of movie talk to do that. And then I sent her another message. So if you want to talk about episode 9 boycott or the divide in the Star Wars fandom, I am game. I understand if you don't want to respond, but I am legit in asking. I would honestly love to, and keep up the great work. So I think I was okay in sending it. I understand why she didn't. But she's gonna do it anyway. That's how this met. I'm innovative as hell. No one else is doing spoiler reactions. They're lining up to leak it to everyone that wants to see it, to spoil it for them, and they're gonna see it just as soon too, so they can have reviews and meme on it and laugh at it and hate on it for months. But I think what's going to happen is because it's the end of the trilogy, we don't have anything else to look forward to with these characters. Maybe you just say you didn't have that to begin with. I think there's going to be a big amount of hate for a month or two, and then it's going to shut off quick. Especially with The Mandalorian ended too. It's just going to be, okay, we're done. All right, that's what they did. We're done. So that's how I think. Can I be wrong? Maybe. But I honestly think that's how it's going to. Okay, let me see. Mad Max is raising hell. I'm trying to. So toxic, Max. Obi-Wan vlog. What are you talking about? I'm not so toxic. What am I doing that's toxic? It's a collaboration. If you watched his previous videos, you knew he was just taking the piss. Yes. Super Channel Awesome Time. Laugh out loud. Yes. I didn't grift anyone for Super Chats. Hey, some of my friends all do Patreon. I've had to lower my expectations of what I want out of these collaborations. I can't go so hard. I don't want to ever charge you to watch this madman. And everyone else is doing it, including Grace. She had a members-only stream. Well, it was public, but only members of her channel could comment in the chat section. I don't want to do that shit. So even my Grace is doing this shit too. It's a goddamn epidemic here on YouTube. Toxic grifters. Oh! Jon Favreau for Lucasfilm. Yes. Okay, well, I'm still looking out for, I'd like to handle your question, Jacob, but I still want to see Rambo. Yes! John Wick 4 and Matrix 4. Hey, I'm a fan of all the Matrix films. There's some that are better than others, for sure. But I think people just like to hate on that, too. I think there's a lot good in the sequels, too. The third one's my least favorite, but I still enjoy it. The second one's great. Get the hell out of here, Jeremy. You're never coming on this channel. Hell no. You know why? I'm open to speak with everyone, but he doesn't follow me. So you're not getting on here. I don't care if you're a bot, Jeremy. Get the vote, vote, vote. Yeah, vote with your wallet. Go tell Jeremy that. Helpful Jeremy. What is he doing? All his followers are lining up. Where's the boycott? This is why I'm so pissed off. I tried to work with the Menace for years. Do you see anyone talking about boycott? I'm the only one that has boycott vids, and they're not trending. That's how I know everyone's going. If the boycott vids were getting any traction at all for anybody, we would know that people don't want to go and want to vote with their wallet. But everyone's going to go, and sometimes a trash fire, if it is that, I'm not saying it definitely is. For me, it looks like it. But if it is, or a train wreck, that could bring in just as money as a good movie. Much money as a good movie. And guess what? If you go and you don't like it, you get what you deserve. All right, so yeah, that sounds about right, helpful Jeremy. Sounds about right. Oh, okay. I think I'm going to end this stream and get ready for my collab with Grace. I would like to collab with her for real in the future. I honestly asked her to. I get what I want a lot of times on here. Every once in a while I don't. But I've spoken with most of the people I wanted to collab with. So I'm still coming for you, Grace. I'll bring the Twinkies. Okay, I'm ending this stream.